제일 맨 안 돼 있었으니까 내가 와가지고 어디요? 어디가 안 돼 있어. 어디가 이렇게 싸움이 어디가 잘못이야. 정말 그냥 된 거를 그냥 한번 뒤에. 내가 그냥 가봐라. 어떻게 알아? Hi everyone. Hello. Please let me know if I'm live. Hi Natalie. Hi. Hello, hello. So I hope you can hear me well. I hope you can see the beauty behind my back, all these amazing flowers and colors. Hi Christine. Hi dear, good to see you. I hope you've been able to catch up with the live stream I did last night. I know you were busy, that's okay. All good, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, dear all, hi Jen. Hi Cindy. I didn't expect you would wake up for this tour. I know that for Europe this time it is okay, but for the States, oh my goodness, what time is it there? Thank you, Kristen. Hi, Rapri. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you. Shavua Tov. Well, I'm sure you can recognize the place. I actually wasn't even supposed to be here today. It's still a bit too early, you know. I'm just used to saying tonight because normally I work starting from a bit later hour, 5 a.m. Goodness gracious, you have to really love Georgia for to wake up at this hour, and I know you do. So, well, my hat off to you. Dance performance, amazing, Sharon. Well, it's okay. You are excused. You are forgiven for missing my next tour. Well, I've been just hanging out here for a while because I want to come closer. There are some kids here. I just want to come closer to film it. Excuse me? Well, I'll tell you later why I am here and at such hour. But as you may have guessed, I am in the Botanical Garden. Yes, Sharon, sure. So I'm in the Botanical Garden of Tbilisi, and this is one of the most iconic views of this area. I guess we're at the same time zone. No, it's not 2 p.m. It's 4 p.m. here. Georgia does not switch clock, so 7 a.m. Goodness gracious! So far, Christine really beats all of us. But I guess I hope that this view is good enough to wake up to, is worth waking up for. So what we see is the natural waterfall in the natural gorge, and we see the beautiful early 20th century bridge, 1904, and also a lovely Chinese pavilion over there. I hope you can see it. Well, you should be able to see it, but well, it's not that I'm complaining, but if I zoom it in, you can definitely see it better. Oh, this looks like a beautiful postcard even. By the way, thank you so much everyone for sending me lovely postcards as of yesterday. Look at all these colors of the autumn. And it's not even the most yellow it can get. It's not even the most red it can get. So I would say here we are still enjoying, well, no, it's not Indian summer anymore, I think, because the Indian summer finished about a week ago. I remember I was just walking down the street wearing my t-shirt and the skirt. But now, no, it feels a bit too chilly for that. So I think we're done. In the end of October, I think we're done with... Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Good to see you all. Welcome on board. So the Indian summer is, we're done with the Indian summer, and we are approaching kind of the early stage of the proper fall, kind of. And it's gonna get even more yellow, definitely, because you can see how much green here is. Yeah, we have evergreens, a lot of evergreens, so I guess we're not going to see any yellow on them since they're evergreens, right? But clearly there is room for more yellow this month, November. As you can see, we are in the, walking by the gorge, not in the gorge. They're not letting us in anymore just because of the safety issues. And you will see a lot of, this fences over here because the reconstruction works are still in full swing. I'm not sure how long it's going to take. Over there, you see there's a mountain. This is all natural landscape. Natural, absolutely. Thousands and millions of years old. And there is even a tunnel. It's closed, unfortunately. It was open some, I believe, 7 years ago. Even I think even 5 years ago, it was still open. And from here, from this wilderness, because it does look like you are somewhere in the woods, and you actually are. We are in the mountains. We are in the woods. That basically sometime, let's say as early as 1600s, were turned into a royal garden of the kings of Kartli. And this is when it kind of became the kind of a private property or royal property, but it's still a wilderness. And believe it or not, but from this wilderness of the botanical garden, I know it sounds a little bit weird, but you could find yourself in the middle of a beautiful 19th century neighborhood. If you just walk through this tunnel, some 5 minutes, 7 minutes later, you would have found yourself in the 19th century area, which many of you know. Remember from my last year tours called Salalaki. And that's a beautiful neighborhood, very much reminiscent of St. Petersburg. So that's why it's one of my favorite neighborhoods, and I'm not the only one. Look at these colors. The sun is up. Oh, wow. Amazing view. Beautiful light. Just, I would say, what the doctor ordered, kind of, because I was looking for the perfect light for these colors, and it looks even more magical when the sun is up. Wow. For those of you who have forgotten who this lady is, I'm sorry she is with her back at us, but she is Mother Georgia, Deda Kartlis. And you may see that she's holding kind of a bowl in her hand, in her left hand, and a sword in her right hand, right? So she's greeting the visitors, travelers, merchants, tourists, whoever, or migrants or refugees, right? Whatever applies to you, check. And if you come with good intentions, you will be treated, you will be spoiled with the fantastic Georgian food and embraced with Georgian hospitality. But if you come with some bad agenda, you're gonna die from sword. So better not, better not. But we are definitely here with a good agenda. We are here to enjoy the nature. And also, there is something else that is happening in the garden. And we are definitely going to explore that too. But first, let's just enjoy a little bit of the serenity, a little bit of the colors. And I don't know, if I just keep quiet for a while, which is, always a challenge for me, will you be able to hear the water? I will try to also direct my microphone closer to the water. Let's try if it works. Some awesomer experience, right? Oh, well, I'm glad it works. I'm glad it has worked. So we can do it a little bit more, for a little longer. Hi, Sarah. Good to see you. Hello. I think I cannot do this any longer. I need to talk. I'm a talking head. This is my professional hazard. I always need to talk. But but I know that many of you has just joined, so let me greet everyone properly. And I want to greet you with the bestest backdrop available. That is definitely the gorge and the beautiful, actually it's a creek, but we've had some rains lately, so this is kind of a mountain river, kind of. Well, hi everyone, good to see you. Welcome to this quite, I would say, well, not exactly unexpected, but definitely not very well thought through live stream from Tbilisi Botanical Gardens. And this beautiful flower wreath on my head is kind of an invitation to an event. To the event, I am definitely taking you. I'm gonna need some postcards. I mean, it's always my mom has already left. She's back home, and there's no one to film me, like film the backstage for me. So this will be amazing to have a little bit of the postcards from this angle and also from the other one. Wait. And also over here. I'm not sure which is better because here we still have some flowers, but we will have even more flowers because I'm taking you to a flower show. So the plan, okay, I should probably stop talking again. So, okay, let's go. The plan for tonight was actually 4 tours. I was kind of planning to take some downtime and run less tours than usual. I was aiming at 7, which is not really a lot less than I normally do. I normally do 8 per weekend. As you know, I focus on 3 countries, well, kind of 3 locations. It's St. Petersburg, Tbilisi, Georgia, and also Israel. This time I'm running Jerusalem tours. But I found out that there would be a flower festival in the Botanical Garden. And I thought to myself, actually, that I hadn't been to the Botanical Garden for a while. I think the last time I was here was summer, or maybe even the Lilacs Festival with my dad in spring, which is a bummer because the Botanical Garden is lovely. So I thought to myself, no, I have to go. Well, that's why I'm here. Hello, Cheryl, good to see you. We have just begun. We've enjoyed, which you can later on check out because the recording is available instantaneously. Yes, Natalie, I love this place a lot. Absolutely. And this is just the beginning because we haven't seen the flower show yet. Oh, look at this gorgeous cat. You're so fluffy. You're so amazing. You're gorgeous. Wow. Oh, you're so cool. Are you a bit agitated? I'm sure you are not cold. I'm just sure. A cat check. Exactly. That's my regular cat check. Sorry. So for those who are just joining, well, you really have to see the waterfall and the beautiful bridge and the Chinese pavilion. But you must have noticed there are a lot of ladies wearing this flower wreaths. That's because they have just been to the flower show and we're heading to the flower show. So what kind of flower show we're going to see? Well, I will tell you in a while. Sharon, thank you so much for the photos. Thank you everyone for all the postcards you've been sending me. We had a lot of cat checks last night. Normally there is no public transport here. This is a small car that belongs to the Botanical Garden because it's huge. The garden itself, well, as I said, originally it was a royal garden of the kings of Kartli, which is, well, Georgia hasn't always looked the same way it looks now. So it was a collection of smaller kingdoms. And there was a kingdom of Kartli, which I would say largely coincided with the territory of the modern day Tbilisi and this land, this region. We are now walking, by the way, past down the cedar alley. This is a man-made thing, obviously. I was told by a local guide that the plan was, they thought, the reason why they actually planted the cedars this close to one another, because they thought not all of them, and at least half of them, would only survive and perk up. But as you can see, apparently cedars are very strong here, and almost all of them survived. So it's a beautiful evergreen alley. And I remind you, we are very close. I mean, we are in the city center. Believe it or not, we are. So 1600, 17th century, it becomes the royal garden of the kings of Kartli. And then when the Russian Empire annexed Georgia in early 1800s, 19th century, this became, well, also the property of the Russian Empire, so to speak, which meant also Romanovs. And in the 19th century, throughout the Russian Empire, there was a campaign of the unification of the botanical gardens. And this happened also to Moscow Botanical Garden and Georgia, the Tbilisi Botanical Garden. And this is how it all became part of the big complex, big union, so to speak, of the botanical gardens of the Russian Empire. And mid-19th century, it became, sorry, my gimbal is a bit acting up. Hi Dorothy, good to see you, dear. Yeah, I think this is better. You may be hearing some music now because it's a sign we are quite close for the show. But before, some history. It became the research facility in 1845. It became the big research facility. And ever since then, throughout the Soviet period as well, it remained a big research facility. And right now you can find in the botanical garden 4,500 species of plants from all over the world, from the Caucasus, meaning indigenous, endemic or indigenous, right, species, to exotic ones from all corners of the world, including, well, North America, Mediterranean, East Asia, and way more. And we have done quite a number of tours here. You know that for those of you who have done different garden tours with me, you know that I am absolutely hopeless with everything that has anything to do with gardening and botany. I just say, okay, these are pink flowers, these are red flowers, these are chamomiles, these are roses. But also my mom told me that I have zero understanding of what is a rose and what is a rose hip, and I can't differentiate. So I'm hopeless again. What can I say? It's another inferiority complex that I have because my mom is very good with flowers. Gardening is definitely one of her hobbies. Well, she's a woman of many talents, so definitely I don't take after her in this. With this, I would say. Look, we're still in the gorge. The mountains are from the both sides here. Well, I'm sure you can see that. It will definitely get more yellow, but also it will get more naked. But I like the way it looks now. Not that barren. There are multiple flower shows carried out here throughout, let's say, starting from March till the end of November, basically. But because it was a royal garden way before the Russians invaded, you see there is a fortress. So that fortress over there and the zip line, yes, it's finally functioning. I've never taken it. No, I don't know. I can't tell if it's good, but I think so. People are quite happy when they land here on their feet. So, but the fortress over there actually has been here way before the, I would say, as early dates, well, okay, as early as the 3rd century. Some archaeologists claim it's even from the 2nd century Common Era, the Narikala fortress. And they have not finished with the restoration works, but hopefully soon, yoo-hoo! Yep, hopefully soon, we will be able to go there and explore the fortress. But I promised you a flower show, because in November we are actually celebrating chrysanthemums. And I think everything here yells flowers, 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 flowers. It's also written there, yeah, but nevertheless, look at all this gorgeousness. Obviously, these are not the natural flowers, but they look beautiful. I bet some of them are roses. Some maybe chrysanthemums. I guess this is a gigantic chrysanthemum. This must be a rose, right? Or I'm as hopeless as that. I'm not sure, honestly. I'm not sure. I'm gonna need a selfie here, okay? I'm gonna need a selfie. Wait, I'll be quick. I'll be quick. A very quick selfie with a gigantic flower. Thank you so much. So let's explore, and I will explain why chrysanthemums, but I'm sure most of you know way better than I do. Okay, there's no end to it. Now there is another gigantic, I'm not sure what this is even. Okay, just the gigantic flowers. Jan, you remember visiting this last year? I mean, in person, right? Absolutely. Wow. No, this is, I'm not sure what the material is, but it looks very good. It looks like very natural. I feel like I'm Alice in the Wonderland. I feel so tiny now. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at this. Amazing. Such a good work. What are these? I'm not sure at all. Maybe it's just... No. Maybe this? Yeah, I guess. Okay. Enough of embarrassing myself. Okay, enough of it. So we can go. Oh, there's some more flowers here. These are very airy, I would say, if I can say so. Oops, I don't want to photobomb anyone. Sorry. The zip line is fully functioning. They're actually very busy. I think there's even a line of people. I just want to wait for Okay. Let me just show you something over here. Look, these are absolutely transparent, super airy. They don't look very natural to me, but they look absolutely magical. This seems like a perfect wedding decoration to me. I know. It's a flower show anyway, so who said you can be creative? I mean, look at the size. Amazing. And this is the absolutely usual venue for different flower shows and festivals held in the garden. We've been here before. We've seen these lovely ribbons. Well, we know what it's like, how amazing this is. And it's a small place, so I don't think we're going to stay here for long, but it's definitely worth coming here. I feel like, well, this was just meant to be, because look at all this gorgeousness here, and with a backdrop like that, well, I couldn't have asked for more. Look at all these chrysanthemums. Well, this is, for example, I'm so happy that they are also doubling it with English captions, so it's like Little America chrysanthemum, parviflorum. What is parviflorum? I'm not sure. Little America chrysanthemum. So hello, my American friends. This is an American chrysanthemum, I believe. I'm not sure. So chrysanthemums, as I have been able to find out, I did some homework, very little, because I knew I wouldn't be able to remember much, but I've done some homework. So we know that chrysanthemums they actually come from China. And as early as, like almost 3,000 years ago, okay, 2,700 years ago, they were already mentioned in some manuscripts, chrysanthemums. And from China, it spread to Japan, and then with the fascination for everything Chinese and Japanese, you get the idea. You get the idea. And this is so November is exactly the time for the chrysanthemums, and they blossom throughout November. They can survive even well, like sub-zero temperatures. They can survive the frost, and they thrive in such challenging climate and weather conditions. They come in so many different colors. Ooh. If I see any more names, I'll definitely share with you. There are a lot of legends, obviously, in Chinese folklore and Japanese folklore. In China and Japan, these flowers symbolize resistance. They symbolize also youth and power. I know that in some cultures, in some European cultures, chrysanthemums also symbolize sorrows, and these are the typical flowers one would bring to cemeteries. Royal flowers in Japan, absolutely, yes, yes, Joanne. Now you are a specialist. Where are you now, by the way? Sorry, I'm absolutely not keeping up with your travels. I'm so sorry. You should know that I'm super jealous of you, though. You're still in Tokyo, amazing. So, have you been? I'm sure there are some amazing botanical gardens. What's next? Where next, by the way? I'm not sure if those are also all chrysanthemums, but I think so. I think so. Look at these babies, hairy, fluffy babies. Obviously, there are some also photo zones, some haystacks. Well, that's how it should be. Okay, now everyone, let's just say how jealous we are. Okay, now everyone is jealous of you. What can I say? Whenever I think of Thailand, when I was there after I graduated, and it was kind of my graduation trip with mom. She treated me really nicely. So the first thing that comes to mind is mangoes. So please have some mangoes for me. I know you're not sorry. That's okay. That's okay. What can I say? So we are going to also to see some vendors, but first and foremost, while the light is so amazing, I want to show you this absolutely breathtaking view. But since it's quite loud because of the music, I will be again trying to shut up for a minute. I'm gonna need a selfie, okay? Please. I already have like 20 of them, but one more never hurts, okay? Thanks. Okay, let's see a bit more, and then we're gonna explore some vendor stuff. Chrysanthemum heaven. I know that okay, I need to keep quiet. I'll come back to you once I'm done in this loud area. Okay, here I know I owe you some explanation, so I'll try to make it so you can hear me, but also hear at least some music. Let me know if this is okay and you can hear me well, and it's not too much when me and music are both on. Yes, amazing. The lights is absolutely fantastic. So I will give it a try like this, but if it's too difficult to understand, I will also repeat myself when I'm away from the music. So this is part of that Narikala fortress that I told you about a couple of minutes ago, before I got distracted with the gigantic flowers. By the way, over there, this is the Deda Kartlis, the Mother Georgia sculpture, statue from the Soviet period, by the way. And on top of it, you can see the fortress. So that fortress is at least 18th centuries old, maybe even 19th centuries old, around that. And the towers, the two towers you can see in front, they are the watchtowers. They have been already restored. As you can see, there is some restoration work is still going on over there. But in a nutshell, it's almost ready. And why these watchtowers are here? Because in fact, through this gorge laid one of the roads that was part of the Silk Road and several other trade routes that connected Georgia with Persia. And also other territories of the Caucasus. Okay, let's move. Sorry. That's a zip line. But there is a cable car from the other side of the fortress. And also you can just have a seat on the logs. And imagine that this is the beautiful Tbilisian balcony behind me. Let's just pretend I'm on the balcony. What an amazing view from my balcony, right? Okay, so let's see what we have here. As you may have noticed, you can buy lots of potted flowers here for your garden. You know, at times like this, I wish I had a garden, and I wish I had at least some talent for gardening. Maybe I do have, maybe it will come to me much later, because my mom says that her, well, it's not a passion, but her love of gardening actually came to her in her 40s. Since I'm 38 now, I have at least a little bit more time before this talent can for some reason show up in me, but it might not. I'm not sure. Anyway, in the meantime, we can, oh goodness, there are so many of them, so many kinds, so many colors. Isn't it amazing? I'm sorry, this is probably the least content-packed tour in terms of knowledge and information, but I promise I will make up to you with the 4 more tours scheduled for tonight. The music is exactly very, very suitable. You're very right, Padicot. It's not a boom boom, but exactly what fits the vibe. It's chill, laid back. Lovely. Now, and there are so many of them. Look at all these. Look at all these flowers. Look at all these colors. Amazing. I don't know. I lost count to the species here. You can buy chrysanthemums. Obviously, look at all these yellow beauties. They're so fluffy. They're so cute. And this is the place where I bought my beautiful wreath, by the way. Hi. I love it.
Yeah, so nice.
It's almost sold out. I was right on time.
We're still working.
Keep working. Keep working. Lovely. The moment I came by, I knew I had to get myself a beautiful flower wreath, so I have it. Well, these I know. Are those succulents? I'm not sure. I may be wrong, but I may be wrong. But are those succulents? Please, please, please. I gotta be right at least once. They look so amazing. Yes, 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 yes. Is this a cabbage? Is this? Why does it look like a cabbage? But it's a gorgeous cabbage. It's probably some of the most beautiful cabbage I've ever seen in my life. Oh my goodness. I know I'm being ridiculous. I'm so sorry. But also, as much as I'm interested in all the succulents, I want to see some jewelry. And it's obviously all flower themed as much as possible. Gamajova. Wow, it's so beautiful. Are you making all this? Wow. I mean, look at all this. Amazing. These look like, I don't know, I'm a sucker for all things blue, red. So I guess this looks just a lovely pink. But I know I have already so much, so I'm not gonna be buying anything now. I need to hold myself. But I mean, these are really beautiful things. What a color combination. And this just looks like ashberry, ornamental cabbage. So I was almost right, you see? Yeah, so I guess you can't really grow cabbage from that. But it does look like cabbage to me. So, I mean, these look like ashberries to me, at least some of it. Wow. Oh, so cute. They look like natural berries. Hi, Ronnie, good to see you. Well, it's totally fine that you're late. And plus, also, I'm a little too early with my live stream. But because the festival runs only till 6 local time, and I didn't want to come here like really just before the closing hour, right at the closing hour, I knew the best time would be at the beautiful light. Would be exactly at around 4. So I started at 4 and now it's 4:40 p.m. But you'll be able to catch up with the recording as usual. I haven't shared the yesterday Halloween tour recording from St. Petersburg Cemetery yet, but I will. But you can already catch up with the Halloween tour. But you were there, Ronnie. But in case someone missed it, it's there. These are definitely not chrysanthemums. Definitely not. So good for me. I can see some ceramics. I really want to go there and explore. Ooh. Okay, sorry. Excuse me. Look at all these gorgeousness. Geraniums, right. I thought for a second it crossed my mind it could be those, but I wasn't sure, so I thought not to embarrass myself anymore. But now I feel more confident because now that I can identify the succulents, Come on, Jova. They're so beautiful. Look at all these juicy pomegranates. I want to eat them all. It's so beautifully glazed. Wow. Wow. And look at this. Look at this hedgehog. Oh, he's such a cutie. So let's see who makes this. Oh. And what's the name of your studio?
Academy of Ceramics NIFO.
Ceramics Academy.
Yes, NIFO.
NIFO.
Yeah.
Okay.
My English not good.
My Georgian is non-existent.
No problem.
Sorry. Well, these are beautiful. Just oh, a petal. For all the cat lovers. Another cat moment. Will that count? I think, yeah, so we can say that I've encountered one real cat and four ceramic cats. They are absolutely cute. For my Japanese friends, there you go. Is this from Miyazaki? This looks very Miyazaki to me. More cats and doggos and owls. This one, for some reason, once I saw this, I thought about David Lynch and Twin Peaks. I guess that's because of the floor. Yeah, I love all those. I love this idea that you accidentally find a frog in your cup. That's lovely. This one is looking at me. He's looking at me. Oh, it's so cute. Really cute, thank you. Oh. Anna, hold yourself. No, you can do it. You can just walk away. And I'm walking away. I don't know, for a girl that grew up in Siberia, in November we already had snow all over. Seeing all this in abundance, in so many colors, now it still feels absolutely surreal. Absolutely surreal. You can buy some snacks here as well, and it smells really lovely. You can also decorate your own gingerbread cookie. Well, Grisha attended a workshop yesterday and decorated some ghosts and pumpkins. So that was really lovely. That tablecloth, by the way, is a very special tablecloth. Let me take you there once again. So this is the Lurgi Supra. This is a traditional Georgian tablecloth, blue and white. And this one is it a Lurgi Supra?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So good for me. Good for me. I remember it from Christmas.
Yeah.
Is it the typical one you would lay the table with, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good. Good for me. So look.
My idea.
Your idea. Okay, I like it. We like it very much. So it's upside down, but you get the point. So you must have seen, if you watched my Christmas market tours, and I'm sure we must have seen it somewhere else in Tbilisi in Georgia. So the Lurgi Supras are the traditional tablecloths that would be decorating the tables, you know, for big festivals, especially the New Year. This is a tradition. This is a very important tradition. Shows abundance, right? So the abundant table, the full house. Oh, I mean, look at this. What a view. What a view. Oh. That's the best place for Instagram. Absolutely. Okay, ladies, I want to know that I'm not the only one So I remember in my grandma's garden, I would secretly snatch some of these petals and stick them to my fingers, to my nails, so they would, you know the idea, right? And this is when I discovered my love of manicure. We've all done that, right? We all have done that. I'm sure we have. Oh, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry now. It smells amazing. It smells a bit. I smell some ginger. I smell some coffee, and clearly something like baked bread or something. Yeah, we understand each other, Padukat. Absolutely, absolutely. In Tartu, it's +9 right now. Actually, you know, the climate has definitely changed. So, well, definitely there is a thing about the global warming. Yes, Dolly, geraniums. Yes, yes, yes. So we've seen some geraniums, some succulents, some decorative, some cabbage, right? And have I said chrysanthemum? Or I haven't, I'm not sure. So just in case, this is the chrysanthemum haven't. So I know that normally zipline is working. Kids are, well, not kids, I think these are not kids. Hello, hello, let's wave back at them. Yoo-hoo. Okay, I'm sure they're enjoying themselves. Normally for my birthday, which was a week ago, 24th of October, normally around this day the snow would fall and would not melt down. It would remain until springtime, basically. But now it's different. So about 2 days ago, they had like +9 centigrade in Siberia. So Siberia, what's happening? What's wrong with you, right? Oh, I love this. I love this. Yeah, we can just sit down on the haystack, because why not? Because we can, right? That's it. Ah, it feels so good. It smells so good. I'm getting so hungry, and this is so beautiful. I mean, it's been such a good idea to come here, right? I wasn't going to start working this early, and I was actually hoping like for 7 tours, but zero regrets. Absolutely. Absolutely. Plus, I know that for those who haven't been able to join and see it all live, some pumpkins. I want to see the pumpkins. Kamajava. Look at all these cuties. Oh, pepper. Lovely. So you can always watch the recording, so it's a win-win anyway. This looks beautiful. I smell the lavender. Yeah. Wait. There is this. Well, excuse me for a second. This is the best mirror ever. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you. This is the best. Is it like a succulent mirror? It's so cool. That's an amazing idea, actually amazing. Wow. How did they do this? I mean, how on earth did they do this? Sorry?
My page.
It's your page.
It's my mail.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So this is the email of the lady that makes all these beautiful garlands and all that. So I'm wearing already one. So I'm wearing already one garland. But Gigi's greenhouse. Beautiful, beautiful. Look, how sophisticated is this? Lavender, yeah. How sophisticated, amazing. Wow, look at this. This for some reason feels so pagan to me. I don't know why. Wow. And one more thing. So yeah, you see all these beautiful pots, all these beautiful flowers. Lovely, likely. Well, I mean, it's lovely that they are all named. But I'm also interested in this, in the dead flowers. I'm so sorry. This herbarium. Look at all this beautiful jewelry. You have a small mark with a cockroach in it. Dolly, no way. I wonder how it didn't break. I don't know, but just well, I hope you don't. I hope you don't offer this mug to your guests. Only very good friends that would be okay with a prank like that. Wow. So these are the dried flowers, the herbarium. Wow. I know it's not new. There are a lot of jewelry workshops that make these things, but this looks so beautiful. Oops. Sorry. Dolly, you're full of surprises. Next time I'm at your place, I'm gonna need to double check which mug you're giving me. Goodness, oh, it's beautiful. Imagine how many hours of work this must have taken. I don't know, they are not dead, they are just immortal now. Herbal art. Wow. Oh, there's nobody by the flowers. So finally I can take a selfie with this one, with these ones. Please. Like monstrous, absolutely monstrous flowers. Oh, they're so huggable too. They're so huggable. Okay, but there is something else I want to show you before we wrap this up. And while I'm on my way there, let me show you the beautiful colors of the fall. Oh, I like this combo. Some trees are still green. There is still some green grass, but also the fallen leaves. Thank you everyone for sharing the postcards with me, all these screenshots. I hope I will come out lovely. Yes, exactly. That's the waterfall. That's the waterfall I showed in the beginning of the tour. That's the name of the gorge, by the way. So there is a small Japanese garden there. Hi. And here we have also beautiful views of the Narikala fortress, and it's not so loud here. This is, well, we've been here before, and the garden is so small. So, but, I mean, I haven't seen it in such beautiful hues of the fall. It's a very small version of the Japanese garden, a very small one. I'm sure Joanne can boast seeing way more beautiful and impressive Japanese gardens. I know that. I have no problem with that too, but why I am here is basically because I want to come as close as possible, thank you, to the watchtowers. There you go. It's like tucked away. I mean, it all feels like you're tucked away somewhere. I don't know, really far from the civilization. But we are just like 5 minutes away from the downtown, from the old city, from a very touristy area. But this is the magic of Tbilisi. Within 15 minutes, okay, from where I live, it's like within 15 minutes I can find myself Wonderful location for films, absolutely, Cheryl, absolutely. Within 15 minutes, I can find myself in the wilderness of the Tbilisi Lake. That's where I've done a couple of tours. There was a market tour in the summer, and well, once the market was cancelled, so in fact it was just, I would say, kind of a absolutely meaningless, absolutely content-free, carefree live stream from the Tbilisi Lake. So that lake, which feels like a really wild place, in a way, obviously it's not, but yay, I'm on a kind of a bridge, kind of. There should be also water flowing. It's kind of a must, I know. There is a must. There should always be flowing water in the, I don't know, like a proper Japanese garden. There's no water now, but I guess also the waterfall makes up for it. So I guess we're okay. So yes, this is the magic of Tbilisi because of the amazing nature, the amazing location of Tbilisi. Mountains, gorges, waterfalls, rivers, caves, yeah, all that, well, provides you with a lot of getaway opportunities. You can't miss the flower show, beautiful. Yeah, I thought many of you would enjoy the flower show, so I decided to come. Even at this not very convenient hour, but again, you can watch the recording anytime. Well, look at this. Wow. Isn't it amazing? I'm so happy I have come. I'm so happy. Thank you so much for keeping me company. We're not done yet. I still want to see a little bit more of flowers, but also we have the beautiful view of a big part of Tbilisi. Thank you, Ronnie.
Все. Тебя сфотографировать?
Давай.
Well, from here we can, and also the big part of Tbilisi, just I don't know, a fraction of Tbilisi. Tbilisi is a big town. It's actually very vast because it's also like, well, it's like you have the lowland neighborhoods, you have neighborhoods on the mountains. Over here, this is the old city, and what you see, mosque, and we've been in this mosque, by the way, together with you, and some parts of the old city as well. That's what I'm showing you over there. It's actually already the other bank because of the Mtkvari or Kura river that flows, but we can't see it from here because it's a bit lower, but you have to trust me on that. And the famous Georgian balconies over there, the terraced ones this time. And this is where the restoration is still going on, but hopefully they will wrap up with it soon. Sorry. I photobombed so many people this time, but well, what can I do? There is just one beautiful flower bed that I would like to wrap up with. And the moment, so I came with a taxi because I didn't want to walk uphill. I didn't want any sweat, you know. So I came with the taxi, and I thought, okay, well, I hope this will be worth it. But I knew the nature would be beautiful anyway, right? So the moment I saw the flower bed, I realized that I've done exactly. It was really the best decision of today. Let me see the chat. Well, isn't it too late for peonies? I only thought they only like blossom once a year. Maybe this is kind of a new kind of chrysanthemums that look like peonies. Maybe it's kind of a selection or something. Could it be this? How much is it to get in? 5 lari, which is $2.50. This is the entrance fee, and this is the same price I paid for my beautiful garland and or wreath. I don't know what the word is. And well, this is well, here, as you can see, some other flowers as well. Okay, I'm not going to fall into this trap again, so I'm not going to be naming any flowers. Those maybe are roses or rose hips, I don't know, but I'm not gonna go any further from here. I'm here to show you the views, and you see how the color, how the lights have changed. It's getting a little bit more dark, a little bit more cooler. Thank you, Sarah. I'm so happy that you're enjoying it. Look at all these. No idea what this is, but they look lovely. So I really like coming to the botanical garden because, well, I know this is probably the least interesting from the point of view of history, but from the point of view of just the beauty and the color therapy, it's the best. Just the best. Well, obviously many flowers are already done this season, but really very, very purple, super purple. And this is very pink. Is this lavender? Let me touch it. I'm not gonna be stepping here, but I think I can touch it. Is it lavender? Is it? Is it? No, it's not. Okay. Or maybe just not. No, it's not. But it looks very similar though. And I particularly want to show you those red colors. I mean, look at this. Still, it's November. Oh. Melanie, thank you so much for the PayPal. Thank you. Thank you everyone who have sent your support. Thank you so much for all the tips. There is a pinned comment on the top of the chat, as most of you know, but just to remind you, there is a link for my website where you can find a bunch of tours. And by the way, some tours for the next week and they're already there, such as the tour of the Temple Mount, for example, in Jerusalem. And also I'm taking you to another island in St. Petersburg where we've never been to before. And there is an absolute Art Nouveau paradise there. So many gorgeous, whimsical buildings. And I'm doing 4 more tours tonight. So in a couple of hours from now, I will be doing the second episode about Vladimir Zworykin. I think this is the next tour in line for tonight. So the one who basically invented the electrical television in the States and beyond, by the way. So he is the founding father of the television. And also I'll be taking you to the Jewish cemetery. This is kind of a Halloween themed tours, even though I'm well aware that Halloween is not celebrated in Judaism, but it doesn't mean I can't take you to a cemetery and share with you stories of the people who are buried there and some amazing architecture too. And also, Misha is going to be giving a talk about Russian folklore and the famous characters. Because Misha kind of sick and tired from politics and he wanted to do something different, just for a change. And then I'm taking to Jerusalem, to the Holy Sepulchre Church, and also to the Garden Tomb to talk about the 2 traditions that both attribute to, well, the place where Jesus might have been entombed, right? And where he had risen. So the 2 traditions that we're going to explore tonight, it's not about religion, it's about archaeology, it's about history, it's about architecture as well. And understanding this through extra biblical context. Thank you so much everyone for joining me. It's been lovely. I've had so much fun with all of you. Thank you for all the kind words. Thank you for all these wow moments that we have shared together. Well, I'm gonna bring this home. I'll try to dry it. I'm not sure what's gonna come out of it. I guess nothing. I guess I'm gonna just throw it away in some time, but for now I'm gonna keep this on. I'm so hungry, so I have some time to grab a snack, and I'll see you tonight in a couple of hours. Thank you for everything. So the links for PayPal to buy my coffee are also there. I've had a blast. Thank you so much. Thank you, Botanical Garden, for throwing such amazing parties for all of us. This is lovely. So thank you for all the work. Thank you all for joining. Thank you so much for waking up this early, well, for those who had to do this. And thank you for finding time for just joining me on this tour on your weekend. Thank you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Safe travels, Joanne. Bye-bye. I'll always be happy to see you in Tbilisi. Always.